U.S. exports and imports could decline as much as $1 trillion this year. Total U.S. trade topped $4 trillion in 2019 for only the second time, while losing a little ground to the U.S.-China trade war. Now, U.S. trade has two additional obstacles, one at least its equal and one potentially more bedeviling. The first is, of course, coronavirus. It has caused massive manufacturing disruption on the supply side, largely in China, though it will likely spread. And it has caused massive disruption on the demand side as the United States and other leading economies put themselves into induced comas, something never done. Add to that the risky Saudi-Russia spat over oil production, which has caused prices to crater on global markets, and you certainly have a trifecta. Although the two sides announced a deal on Thursday, the collapse in oil prices hurts U.S. trade because oil is now the United States' third leading export, with a significant number of companies and people dependent on it for their livelihoods. What does the data look like? Not great, and the most recent statistics run only through February. The data doesn't yet account for the damage that will arise from cutting passenger flights between the United States and Europe, a large supplier of exports and imports carried as belly cargo. It won't show the full impact of a diminished market for oil, with a third of the world's population off the streets and out of their cars. And they are only beginning to show the impact of diminished Chinese imports, off 25% through the first 2 months of the year. The last time the United States suffered a severe jolt to the economy, the global recession that grew out of the U.S. mortgage crisis, trade slumped almost 23%. That was in 2009. Extrapolate that to today's total, and you approach $1 trillion. And it could be worse. While the villain then was a great pessimism that lorded over us after financial markets locked up, today we have a pandemic on top of an oil industry that will remain hobbled by demand, on top of a shuttering of great swaths of the global economy. From outside the Washington Beltway and inside my son's bedroom and inside the trade numbers, this is Ken Roberts, and this has been another episode of Trade Matters. Thanks for listening, liking, and sharing.